So I wanted to thank you for taking the time to subscribe to this channel, and I hope I get to see you in other social media platforms on CG Family Farm. Alright, I want to see your comments on there, and that way we can talk to each other about goats, horses, chickens, fences, whatever you want to talk about. I'm more willing to reply to them, okay? So I'll see you there, guys, and for now, let's get back to work. So let's pick up where we left off. We got 2 more sections of the 3-board fence, and then after that we're going to be doing the arbor, so stay tuned to the end because that's going to be the nice part. It's arbor time, guys. So now we're gonna do the little arbor entrance right here, but I'm also gonna give you a little tip about how to level things out, because as you're fencing, sometimes you post wants to lean one way, post wants to lean the other, and I've learned myself that it all looks nice and dandy whenever you put it up, and then when you stand back you actually start noticing some posts are actually leaning. So let me show you how to put a level up against it, and that way you can have a nice looking fence all the way across. All right, so for example, that's why we have this 2x4 right here, because as you can see, we grabbed our level. We wanted to make sure it's nice and level this way. And then you grab your level, and now you put it on the back side of it, like so, and make sure it's actually level forward as well. We're nice and level there. If you need to a little bit more, give it a little push. Now we're nice and level. That's why I recommend you work with some gravel, because that way gravel, it's actually pretty easy to move. Concrete, it takes time to actually get hardened, but when you put the concrete on the bottom, and then you put the gravel on top, you can actually move the post back and forth until you like it nice and centered. They also sell a post level, but I don't have one. I still use a good old-fashioned stick level, which I put on the front and then I put on the side. Then once I like it, I square it on down, secure it, and on to the next post. If you missed how that worked out, I'm gonna show you again here in a minute. So we're gonna build our arbor with 2x4s. We didn't want to go with 4x4 posts because it's going to be a very narrow arbor. It's going to be about 5.5 feet wide, and then it's going to be only 2 feet in length. So for that reason, we want to go with 2x4 so it actually looks so bulky in such small area. So we got our 2x4 right here. We bought a 10-foot 2x4. I buried it 2 feet deep as well, just like I did every other post. And then I cut these small 2x4 pieces 27.5 inches. The reason I cut them 27.5 inches is because we're going to be using that same kind of privacy panels down there. We're going to use those same kind right here next to the arbor. What we're going to do is we're going to cut one right down the middle. If it's a 4 feet in width, you cut it right down the middle. You got 2 feet to work with. So that's what we're going to put on this side. I'll show you how that looks. Here's going to be a good example. As you can see, this post doesn't have any concrete or gravel in it yet. So we're going to have to level it out before we actually put the concrete and the gravel. But we're going to have to secure it with that 2x4. And I'll show you how that works. Alright, now you grab your level, put it right here to the side, make sure it's nice and level. If you need to, I think I'll go out a little bit more. Now try it again. There we go, now that you're nice and level. Now you can put your concrete and gravel in there, that way it's nice and secure in place. So you have unlevel ground just like we do back here. Here's a little tip so how you can make sure it's going to look nice and even on the top part of your actual entrance arbor, okay? As you can see, we're definitely on a slope. Left side right there is actually lower than the right side. So what we're going to do is we're actually going to start on the lower side of your land, which is for us the left side. We're going to put our 2x4 on top, and then we'll be cutting those boards level to this side over here. It may sound a little complicated, but remember, plan 3 times, measure twice, and cut once. Also, what you want to do to make things easier, put your actual screws down on the floor. That way when you have it up in the air, you already have it started. Don't worry too much about having it at the highest point, because remember, you're still going to have to cut both sides. And then from here, from your lowest point of your land, is where you're going to grab the level to cut the other side to make sure you actually have enough length. So now that we got the short side, let's go do the tall side. This is going to be the board that we'll be using on the front side of the top of the arbor. It's actually just a 1x6. It's a very thin board, but it's only going to be for decoration, so we really didn't want to put nothing too heavy up there. I'm going to show you how to cut the ends to give it a little bit of more of a decoration. I gave it 2 inches on the outside, and then I gave it 7 inches on the lower side with my speed square. I actually marked it. I'll be cutting like that. That'll give you a better finish on the sides of the arbor. So now that we know that this board is level, you measure out that side and see how low you put your 2x4 all the way across. I know I did 1 1/4 inch from that side, so that's what I'm going to do on this side as well. 1 1/4 inch. Alrighty. Alright, got my screws ready. Since you cut all your boards the same length, 27.5, then you know right here what we gotta do is actually pull that 2x4 out. Sometimes boards actually bow, they're not all perfect. So since you cut this one 27.5 perfectly, let's pull it back. Get your level. Primero.
Ahí?
Yeah.
Okay.
Right there. Yep. We're level and we're good on the side. My little boy was underneath there, almost got him. You gotta watch out, amigo. We're looking good so far. Now we gotta just add the finishing touches right here. So we cut our trellis piece in half. That's 2 feet wide right here. Still, when it was 8 foot long, we put it up against there, and then that way you make the decision of how low you want to have it, how tall you want it to stick up. We've already got our measurements right, so we're gonna put it on and see how it looks. short people problems. I had to be on my tippy toes to get the top part, but it's looking good. A few more details, then we're done. And there it is, guys. Now that you got that trellis panel cut in half, put up on both sides, now you're gonna give it that final little touch. We grabbed a decking board, cut it right down the middle, 38 inches in length, and we're gonna be placing them on top. Depending on how wide your door is gonna be is how many you're gonna use. We're gonna be using 7 of them. Let's see how it looks. Another project in the books right there, guys, that Arbor, it wasn't that hard to build. Like I said, some things, they can get a little difficult at times. Plan 3 times, measure twice, and cut once, right? If you see, it actually came out pretty good. So don't be afraid to go out there and give it a try. Even if it doesn't come out perfect, take pride in what you do, because at the end of the day, that's what matters, guys. Getting out there, challenging yourself, and seeing what you can accomplish day in, day out, alright? So until next time, guys, go out there, have some fun, and I hope you're subscribed to the channel, and I'll see you in other social media platforms for more fun. Take care.